Hey, Survivor fans, this is Chad with another review of Survivor One World. This is my review of Episode 7. I'm going to get into business right away here. The tribe is merged. They go back to camp. They got food waiting for me and champagne. So they start drinking and eating and celebrating. But the one of the big things about this episode is they finally did an intro, which I do not understand why they did not start this from the beginning. I don't know why they decided, oh, let's just have an intro. Maybe it's because they saw a lot of Survivor fans kind of bitching about that, but I think it's a little too late to have the intro, but it's still nice that they threw one in. So, but my little beef is if they would have thrown in an intro, they should include all the players from the season, not just the ones still in the game. So, but that's my opinion on that. But thank you, CBS, for finally putting in on an intro. So, they came up with a new tribe name, and it is Tikiana, which I think is a pretty good tribe name. As we all know, there's some goofy and stupid ones in the past, but that's probably, in my opinion, the best merged tribe name yet. I want to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on that. Tarzan, goofy Tarzan, decides to try to get the guys back together in the alliance, and some of the guys, like Michael, like, yeah, sure, and then you go into confessional and saying, we ain't doing that. Which, yeah, Tarzan's a goofy dude, so more on him later. They go into the reward challenge, and here's something new also. They divide them into two tribes. The reward's pizza and beer, which I think is probably the most awesome reward ever, but that's just me personally. They divide into blue and orange, and I won't get into who's all on the tribes because that might get a little confusing for some people. But eventually orange wins. And then we go back into camp. Tarzan and Jonas get into an argument because Jonas thinks he's out of the loop. And Tarzan decides, I'm going to drop out of the alliance and out of the tribe, which I thought was pretty stupid. But like I said, Tarzan's goofy. So, and then we go, after they celebrate with the pizza and beer, Troyzan, not to be confused with Tarzan, two different people. Troyzan goes out looking for the hidden immunity aisle really early in the morning before everybody gets up, and he finally finds it. So I thought that was brilliantly smart to go out and look for it when everybody else is sleeping. I'm thinking, and he's saying early bird gets the worm, and I was like, if I ever go into Survivor, I'm gonna try that too. Troyzan is quickly becoming one of my favorites this season, so he completely rocks. Then we go into reward challenge, and it's a balancing ball challenge on disc, and it's one of those challenges, even Jeff Probst mentioned this, it's something you can practice at home, and I'm thinking, maybe I should do that. It looks fun, but I'll do that one day. But anyways, Goofy Tarzan's the first one out. And then Troyzan won the Hidden Immunity Challenge. He was the star of this episode. He's cool. But then they go back to camp again, and alliances actually don't go back to the men and women. They go back to the tribes post-merge, not from the starting of the game, but the tribes that switched. So the alliances are going back to the old switched tribes. So basically, Solani's trying to stick together and trying to vote out Manano, not Manono. I forgot who said that, but it's not Manono, it's Manano. And they're all talking about voting out Jonas because he's a threat. He's like the smartest one on the Manano tribe. And then the dirt in the underwear segment, I'm not even going to get into it. I'll just say this. I'm glad I didn't eat lunch or anything because I'd be in the bathroom puking at this point. So, but yeah, that's all I got to say about that segment. And then we eventually go into tribal. We have Jonas versus Tarzan round 2. And Tarzan says, I think I'm out of my element. I could not agree more. I think that's the smartest thing he said. I think the guy's funny. I just think he's weird and goofy. But they eventually vote out Jonas, which is pretty stupid because he actually provides for the tribe food and all that. But the funny thing is, his exit line was so classic. It was like, "Good luck with the food situation." I about rolling on the floor laughing on that one. But that's all I have. Pretty good episode. We'll see what happens next week. Peace.